when Sunnis are talking about Shias now, they're talking about a group that doesn't exist. Find me a Shia, and Allah is my witness, find me a Shia who doesn't believe that all the Imams are slaves of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and that we have the same Quran that all Muslims have, and I'll give you $1 million. Guaranteed.
So you also make a point with regards to why are we the ones doing it, Christians are not doing it, Hindus are living peacefully. You've got to understand that there are instigators at play in this game. It's not a secret. I mean, if you go on the websites, you'll find that there is a plethora. There are huge numbers of what we call distracting websites against Islam, particularly having, for example, fake Quran. You know, the Jews were known to have published more than 1 million Quran that had expunged some of those verses that condemned the Bani Israel, and they started circulating it in the community. You find false statements against the Prophet, websites to try to dissuade people from Islam. But you won't find any Muslim, Sunni and Shia, making websites maligning the Christians. We're not there maligning the Jews. You won't find a website that maligns any particular group, not even maligns the Hindus, for example. We don't go out making fun or fabricating things that their gods are this, or we don't think the Christians are this way or that way. The reason is because when you are truthful, you don't need to go further. It's the liars who need to instigate. So the reason we are under the gun is precisely because the power of Islam, when Allah says, وَالَّذِي أَرْسَلَ رَسُولَهُ بِالْهُدَى وَالدِّينِ الْحَقِّ لِيُظْهِرَهُ عَلَى الدِّينِ كُلِّ, it will supersede over all religions. This is a fear. It's a fear tactic. And one well-known system that seems to be working, and Iraq is a classic example that we were talking about 4 years ago when this battle started, that watch, when this country that is invading gets their feet stuck in concrete, at least it appears this way, what they will do tactically is what we call controlled chaos. And the way you control this chaos is what we call divide and conquer. It's a classic rule. It's not something new. Even in the time of the Holy Prophet in Medina, you find the tribes of Banu, the Aus and Khazraj were on each other's throats. Okay? And it was the Holy Prophet who galvanized them instantly and brought peace into the Middle East, in that region. So I think we need to take a lesson from that.
I was just going to respond to that very quickly. I agree with you, brother, that there are instigators at play. I agree with you that there's a plethora of websites out there. There are a plethora of websites out there demonizing, they claim to be Sunni websites, and they badmouth Shias, and Shia websites doing the same thing about Sunnis. And it creates antagonism, and it creates hate amongst both of our people. But the reason why I say we don't need to focus on the differences is because if you come in here and you tell our Shia and Sunni audience that this is what the Sunnis are saying about us, then people in here leave with a little bit of hate. And what we've done is we've taken that propaganda that they had on their website and now we've spread it to our masses. Do we really need to be doing that? I mean, I don't even have a good understanding of my own faith. I don't even have a good understanding of Shiism, I don't think, as of yet. So for me to try and understand Sunnis...
Yeah, but with due respect, you listened to the presentation just like I did. I don't see where I can walk out of here, seriously, unless I'm already tuned in a negative way. How can I walk out of here with the presentation that was given where I would have even a little bit of hate? I don't see where the hatred was brought forth. Maybe you saw something with due respect, but there are some questions in the back there. I'd like for you to maybe make a comment on that, inshallah.
As far as you went.
Assalamu alaikum. Speaker number one, actually. Assalamu alaikum. You talked about the differences, actually, and I was hoping if you could highlight the differences between Sunni and Shia when it comes to Abu Bakr, Umar, Uthman, and Ali. Of course, we talked about Allah have mercy on him, Ali. And second question to Brother Rajab Ali. You talked about the importance of Prophet Muhammad's teaching. So if it's so important that our daily life and our belief, it's depend on the teaching of Rasulullah, then why do we really need 12 imams? If you could kindly address that.
I'll give a brief answer to your question, brother. In a nutshell, the Sunnis believe that Abu Bakr, Umar, Uthman, and Ali were the rightly guided Khalifas of the Muslims. Shias believe that the election of Abu Bakr, the assignment of Ali, and the election of Uthman wasn't the correct thing to do because Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala assigned Ali as the successor. There lies in the political differences.
I think it goes back to the question that you asked. It's a very good question. If the Prophet is so important, then what's so important about